And everybody, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. I'm still adjusting. I apologize, but I'll get it. I'm going to put you down here in a little bit. We're going to make a card that I was supposed to make for Card Design Thursday, but it was an extremely busy day with the kiddos and personally over the next couple of weeks. So, with Thanksgiving and all. Hello, good evening. Trying to get this situated right. So there we go. As you can tell, I'm still getting a little cold, but it's getting better. Hello, good evening. Must be a big delay, or nobody's saying anything. So I had to start late tonight, just a little bit late tonight, because I've been making about 40 of cornbread. Yeah, there's a lot of cornbread, and I'm only making a fraction of it. So everybody in my church is making some. We need to make about close to 500 to 600 pounds of dressing for Thanksgiving, and we're doing 1,400 pounds of turkey and tons of yams. I mean, we're doing Thanksgiving dinner for our homeless and lower income community, and so we're doing this with another nonprofit agency, but our church leads it up. I took on this project last year, and we really enjoyed it very much, and we wanted to be a part of our community. So we agreed to do it again this year, and we're actually hosting it. Well, they don't come to us. We actually deliver meals. And so this year we're going to do about 4,000 meals. So we have hundreds of volunteers, and I'm just so excited about it. So that's kind of occupying my time the last couple of days. The kiddos and I have been doing some community service projects. We've been going and help separating all the canned stuff and setting things up in the kitchen where we can get to it readily. So yeah, it's been nice. I hope you all have had a good day. I missed y'all today. Like I said, I would have done my card video. I've been trying to do this card for a couple of weeks now. Hasn't got out yet, but it's going to get out tonight because I'm going to do it tonight for you guys. I tried to do as much as possible ahead of time, but you know, as with anything, my last child didn't go home to 15 minutes till 7. So I don't know if comments are disabled or what. Y'all are not saying anything. You're very, very, very quiet. I hope the comments are not disabled. Nope, not that I know of. So let's see. Chats are not disabled. Hey, hey, hey. Well, hello, my friend Gareth. What are you doing up so late? Thank you for saying something. I was beginning to wonder. I see people in here and nobody's saying anything. You have been doing some very cute projects this week. Hello to whoever just came in. Oh, I am so sorry, my friend. How are you feeling? Are you feeling any better? Or are you still in a lot of pain? Yikes. No, not good. But I'm glad you're feeling better, though. Um, so I've got all my videos out this weekend except for this card design Thursday video. So now I'm going to be doing it. Um, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and get started because I still have to. I've already crumbled up 2 huge pans. Yes, you are very lucky you did not break anything. And I'm so thankful that you didn't. Oh, I didn't realize you could see my messy cart back there, but you can. It's full. I've been working on so many projects. But anyway, so without further ado, I'm going to put everybody down here. I'm going to show you what I'm making tonight. And hold on so you don't get drunk. And I'm going to try not to tip you over tonight. It wouldn't be me if I didn't knock a camera off a stand, though. Okay. So I am going to be using this stamp set that I got last month from May May. I just think it's adorable. The little gingerbread stamp set. And I have did some pieces on them, but I haven't got all of it done. But I stamped out all the images, and I'm going to be using these on the card. Gingerfred, yes, isn't it cute? I love this stamp set. Of course, I love the wool. I know you love this month's G. I know you love it. All the woodland creatures and stuff on there. That's just right up your alley. I thought about you as soon as she showed it. So this is the card we're going to be recreating. Like I said, I've had this card made for quite a while. I just could not get the other one filmed. So, but I thought this came out really cute. I haven't done the inside, but you know, as much as I hate fussy cutting, this is all fussy cutting. Yes, it is very you. So, each one of these little pieces, I know, you know, I haven't either, but I've been using it. Well, I have plans to use it on a cover of a book that I'm doing. So I'll be doing that in the next couple of days. But every single piece of this has been cut out. It's fussy cutting. Hi, Jackie. So I'll show you how I did this. It's not hard, but it is kind of time consuming. But so basically I cut out our paper, and this has 3 layers. It's got, I'm using the red for the card base on this one. Thank you. And I use green on this one. So I'm just going to reverse the colors. So I'm using red as the card base. I'm using some craft paper in the middle, and then I'm using some green on top of this one. So I'm going to go ahead and just do the little stuff that we can do right now and get that out of the way. Where's my glitter glue? I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down to the card base. Get that out of the way. Gareth, you didn't get to do much for your birthday, and I hate that. And, you know, I had a package to send you, and I just haven't been able to send it yet. But it's coming. The second one. Because I found some other goodies for you. All right. So I just kind of eyeball that a little bit. And then we can just put that out of the way for right now. Now what I did, I've already cut some of these out. I have one of the lollipops cut out, stamped and cut out and colored. And I have all my little peppermints done. And let me tell you, this is a stamp set that Mamie really needs to think about getting dies for. I get these ideas in my head. Oh, awesome, Gareth. I get these little ideas in my head of what I want to do and how I want to do it. And then I truly often forget, well, gee, Donna, you got to cut all that out by hand. And so here's all these little, let me scoop up a little piece of paper to put these on. I have to cut all these out by hand. And that was so much fun. But I don't even know if a scan and cut can cut those teeny tiny little peppermints out. But I got all those done, and I have one lollipop done. And I just need to cut some of these out. These are the gumdrops here for the, I got one done. See, I got one, but look how tiny that is. Oh, you're going to the theater. Where are you going? What are you going to see? And so here are the rest of them. We're going to color these and cut them out, and then we'll start doing our card. I'll show you how I did everything. So the first thing I did was just color the gumdrops, and I stuck to it, just 3 main colors. Normally, basically, I did this yellow and green and red. Oh, that ought to be good, Woman in Black. Now, your theater, is that like a movie, or like over here, the theater means going to like a Broadway type play? And I think I'm going to use the, I think I used the metallics on these. Yep, I did. So I need to cut out, I think I need to do one set of each. One red and one, oh, Broadway. Oh, wonderful. We went to see Hamilton. That was awesome. It really was phenomenal. And then later on, next month, we're supposed to go see Shogun. So I'm just coloring these with my metallic gel pen. Oops, sorry about the shadow. Metallic gel pens. So I did a red one, and I'm just going to do a green one. I love these gel pens I got from Aldi's. They color so smooth, and they're nice and sparkly. You have neon colors, metallic colors, and then just the plain colors. Oh, that's right. Movies are cinema. That's right. Well, I went to the movies or the cinema last week with one of my little girls that wanted to go see. Why is my pen not working? It's got ink in it. Come on. That wanted to go see the Nutcracker in the Fourth Realm. So we went to see the Nutcracker in the Fourth Realm. It was really good. And then this weekend, a friend of mine called me and said, what are you doing? And I said, well, besides cleaning my house and crafting, not a lot. But she wanted me to go see Crud Muffin. I can't even think. The movie out about Queen. So I might do that. I don't know yet. Oh, this one has to be red too. I like this little stamp set with the gumdrops. It's got a little curved one with a little cutout piece that you can put on the peak of your roof so you don't have to try to mess it all up. Okay, so now I'm going to do what I don't like to do on camera. And I'm just using scrap white paper to cut all this stuff out. Oh, I guess I should let it dry better though, because I just smeared it. I'll cut all these out. I'm going to fussy cut on camera. They're not hard to cut out though. They really aren't. It's just tedious. And I do apologize, y'all. I really did plan on getting these done beforehand, but y'all can see why I never got this filmed. I thought if I'm going to get this done, it's going to have to be on a live probably because I can't film that long of a video, and I just want to cut all these out too. But this is a very cute little stamp set. But they are tiny. Very tiny. When you're fussy cutting, you usually just sort of hold on to the paper and don't move your scissors and just kind of turn the paper. And that's what I try to do on these, but they are so tiny. And I don't know where my reversible tweezers are. It's going to be a quiet night if nobody says anything. In case you want to do it, I'm putting all my little small pieces on this piece of scrap craft paper because these are so tiny I'll lose them if I don't. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I don't know how it is where you are, but it's been raining here for a week or two almost. We had 4 days of rain, and then Saturday we had cloudy, overcast, and Sunday we had a sunny day, and then starting Sunday night and every day this week it's done nothing but constant rain the whole time. Hi, Miss Margie. Ice storm there. It's been rain. It's 28 degrees and rainy here. And it's really kind of been miserable. But they said the sun is supposed to come back out tomorrow. And I will be so glad. It is so wet and mushy outside. See, now on a video, I could just pause and, and do all these and come back to you. But honestly, I didn't have that much time during the day, and I made myself a promise. I don't know if you've seen any of my devotionals or my Monday morning coffee, but I talked a lot about priorities and stuff, and I had to do some hard thinking and decision making about priorities. Make sure that's not there. And I can't stay up to 4 o'clock in the morning anymore crafting. It's just killing me. That's why I'm sick now. Because I take care of myself otherwise. I take my supplement, my vitamins, my oils, and that kind of stuff, and they help. But nothing helps when your body is so tired. Still warmer there? Yeah. Well, honestly, we usually get about an Indian summer about right now, so it's colder here than what it usually is. I mean, Christmas a couple of years ago, we were wearing shorts. But if it's going to do anything, I really wish it would snow, because that just puts me in a more Christmas wintry set of mindset. I know, Margie, our poor birthday boy just got his birthday all messed up this year. Yes, it did. Jeez. Gareth, talk to May May. Tell her she needs to make a good evening. Miss Teresa, how are you? She needs to make a die set to go with this gingerbread. Because it's hard to cut this little middle piece out. It's so tiny. I don't know how, I can't remember how I did this. I think I did it like that. Whoops. And I keep dropping it because it's all right. That's what I did last time. I just cut it down to the end and pulled. And there we go. Okay, that's all our little gumdrops. And now I did stamp these out. So we're going to go ahead and color these up. I think I'm going to color the gingerbread in color pencils. And I'm not even going to do that fancy night. I am just going to use my Crayola crayons. Well, maybe not, because the brown is not... I don't know if I can get enough brown in there to color. Yeah, I can. I'm coloring the outside, the inside of the gingerbread little person brown. But I want to do the gingerbread person first because I outlined him. All right, Gareth, thank you, sweetheart, for coming by. I love you, and you're in my thoughts and prayers, and I'm hoping that you're going to get 100 really soon. I just flipped my little... Anyway, I colored this brown, and I outlined the outline of it with my stickles. So I really want to get this part done so that we can get started. And it really doesn't matter too much about this inside if I go over the lines or whatever, because I did some paper piecing with the inside part of the clothing. So I'm going to show you what I did in just a couple of minutes here. So I'm just working on everything in stages because it has to dry. So I have to get the part that I use the stickles on done first and cut that out. Good night, my dear. If you hadn't left yet, I think I said it, but I'm not sure. Y'all, my mind's gone. Just absolutely gone. Okay, so. Like I said, these pieces really aren't that hard to fussy cut out. It's just a little time consuming. I am going to go ahead and cut them out before I do the stickling because I don't want to try to cut it out and it might take a little while to dry, all the parts to dry. So I hope by watching me do this now, you'll understand why it was so hard for me to do a card. You know, I film on my phone, so it's really hard to do some of the things you can do, like if you have a camera or whatever. I mean, I can pause and stuff, but then my battery winds up dying on me, and so I am working on trying to get a camera. One thing that you might see on my channel now, on my newest videos, I haven't done it on the older ones, but is something called a tip jar. I know on YouTube you can do super chat and, you know, support your YouTube person, but YouTube takes a portion of that. So I'm going to start leaving my little PayPal tip jar on my channel. Please don't feel obligated to do anything. I'm just putting it on there. But I'm just trying to figure out a way that I can get better equipment so that I can do better quality videos for you guys. I really need a new Lightbook, ProBook, or something to do some editing on there, because the one I have now, see, here's my little boy. The one that I have now, the editing software is not supported by Windows 10, and I use the free one. Shh, there goes the doggies. Man, I tell you what, my neighbors are loud upstairs. If y'all hear that, that's not me at all. That's my neighbors. I'm going to have to get the broom and bang on the wall, the ceiling. Oh, the perils of living in an apartment. Let's tell them to stop running. I need a scanning cut or something too. That's not priority though. But y'all know I hate fussy cutting. And because it hurts my fingers, it hurts my hands some, and it just seems like I said earlier, every vision I get in my head requires me to cut stuff out. I don't know why my brain works like that. I think it's like tries to, I don't know, push me beyond my boundaries. Okay, so like tonight's title, or the night's thing on our Thursday night live was craft and chat, or chat and craft, or whatever. So y'all can chat, you know. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take a little scrap of this and a little scrap of that. And I think I'm going to make the lines go up and down this time. So I'm going to take my little ink block and my little stamp set here. And hold on one moment, somebody's at my door. Shh. Yeah. Oh, hey. You do have to bring that over now.
It smells good.
I know, right? That's hot. All right.
Then they gonna bite me. Them doggone
No.
I'm in trouble now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, they'll be ready by another 30 minutes.
All right, thank you. Sorry about that, guys. That was my next door neighbor. They're helping me with my Thanksgiving project. They've been making big pans of cornbread for me too. So, like I said, we got to make enough stuffing for 400 to 4,500 people. It's exciting to do, but it's a lot of work. But you know, the saying, "There by the grace of God go I," and so anyway. So what I'm doing is just stamping this on here, the image on the paper. Okay, that's the little boy. And I'm just going to stamp off my ink because I don't know where my... Sorry right now. I hope I'm not boring y'all to death, but y'all are not talking to me. And then I'm going to do my... Oh, I did my little boy on the red. Well, shoot. That's all right. I'll just do both of them on the red this time. They can have frosty colors. There we go. Now, they can be matching gingerbread people. Okay, so... I actually might use those images. So now all I'm going to do is cut these out, but I'm not cutting everything out because I don't need everything. All I'm doing is cutting out the clothes. So I'm just going to come across here. This is a little bit more tedious, but it's not bad. You just have to follow the little lines of the curve of the pants, a little shirt. And then I'm just going to cut on the inside line right here. Ooh. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to cut across the neck part because you want to make sure you have enough to put his neck on there to cover up his little neck. And then cut that out. And then cut the middle part out. Let's see, what am I going to cut out? This part. Okay. And I'm just going to go back and trim under the arms where I missed just a little bit. Now, this is the little boy's outfit, and we're just going to paper piece him. And I might need to go back and cut. No, that's perfect. Well, almost perfect. There we go. And the reason I'm doing this is I want to paper piece him before glue the outfit on before I use the stickles on it. And we're just going to do the same thing with the little girl. Are y'all still with me? Or did I lose you? Goodness gracious. Okay. So I need to clean up that a little bit. All right. So I'm just going to go around here and put some glue. I didn't mean to put that much glue though. That's a little much. Okay. And just sort of line her up. Okay. We got her done. And let's get him done. Every once in a while, I like doing cards like this, even kind of tedious or whatever. It's nice to put some extra work in, some cards that you're going to send somebody, maybe special, just do a lot of layering. I love doing the paper piecing. I think it's pretty. Oh, I think I'm losing y'all. Anyway. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is, and then I'm going to set these aside to dry. I'm just going around the edges. And that little channel there around, it's got an extra little border there. Okay. Oops. You know, I hate when I do that. Let's fix it. Okay. And move him out of the way to dry. I'm telling you, I'm having a hard time tonight now. Okay. I'm telling you, this is what kind of week I've had too. One thing about doing a live, you can't edit out your mistakes or your boo-boos. But anyway, I'm using the stickles like little frosting on the gingerbread cookies, and that's what this little extra line is supposed to be, like frosting. So I'm using that on there. Let's take her out of the way. All these little fun tip pieces out of the way. That's why we always get rooms on the second floor. It's quiet out here tonight. I don't want to climb the stairs, Jackie. It's really hard on me sometimes to do all that stair climbing, so And in our state, the rules say that if you don't have above 3 floors, they don't have to have an elevator. So it's quite disturbing. All right, so now I'm gonna do the gingerbread house. And I'm gonna just lightly color in this right here. I'm not gonna put any pressure on the pencil. And when I color, I don't do anything really that fancy, but I go in a circular motion. It keeps forgetting those lines in there. But evidently I get a few in there. Okay. Now, I am going to color my little door. I'm going to color my little door red this time. I colored it green last time. Now, I'm using the gel pens that I got from, I don't know why I said Aldi's, but it's Ollie's. It's called Creative Colors Professional Gel Pens. And I think I paid $4.99 for these. And they're so nice. They just really go on very smooth, and they do take a minute to dry. If you touch them, they will smear until it dries. But they don't leave any lines in it. Right. And I think I'm going to color my doorknob yellow. Make it like candy, right? And I'm going to go around the border with my green gel pen. We're going to give it a green window. Since I'm kind of doing everything opposite of the other one that I did. Oh, yeah. I'm thankful for what I can do, Jackie. And I've done a whole lot better since I've been doing my oils and getting adjustments and being on my keto diet. I've done a lot better with inflammation. Now on the panels, I'm just going through here and putting some yellow inside my window panes, make it look like light coming through. I'm going to go through here and color this. Now, on the last ones, I didn't do this, but I saw my friend Tracy Phillip do this, and I thought it was really cute. On the chimney, I'm going to color it red, but I'm going to make like a little brick pattern. But I need to do it with a pen, like a black pen first, so you can still see the outline. Alrighty. Alright. On this part of the house, we are going to put like snow on there. But I'm going to cut it out first, and then we're going to put the gumdrops on there. Here's all the little pieces over here. Oh, and I need to color my candy canes and cut them out too, because they go on the house. You want to live in that house? Me too, Margie. Now, y'all going to see me do something here really strange. And I'll explain. I'm cutting the chimney off and I'm cutting my roof out. And I'll explain. I want the gumdrops to come all the way even across my roof line. And I don't really want to cover my chimney up. So I'm going to take my chimney and glue it onto the back of the house so that you can see it. Now that's exactly what I did on this card here. I cut the, see how it goes straight across on my roof line? I cut the chimney out and I just pasted it behind there, and I think that looks really cute that way. So, I had a certain look in my mind and I wanted to achieve it, and I had to figure out a way to do it, and that's how I figured it out. That worked for me. Okay, there's the house. Cut the chimney out. Hey, witch. Thank you. You know, if you're into doing like little fairy houses and stuff, I think that'd be adorbs as a fairy house. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is just I'm cutting the roof off. I mean the chimney. Cutting it out. And I'm probably gonna I'm gonna reattach it like this, so the chimney's up a little bit farther. It could be a gnome home. I know. I like to have a play date with as much as possible with some of my new ones too. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm not going to cover up my whole roof line. Like I've seen people with the stamp set, and they'll cover the whole roof up like this so you don't see that. I want to see a little bit of my roof. That's just my preference, but you don't need to. Okay, so I'm starting with that's not a small one. Where's the small one? I'm going to start with a small one and put it on the outside. And I'm just leaving a little tiny bit of roof line, just a wee bit. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm just putting it over the line enough for it to stick. Oh, how was the craft fair? Hi, Chris. How was your craft fair, Margie? Really? I need to go get my new pickup tool that I got from Stampin' Up. I'm having a hard time with this stuff. Okay, see now I just put the little tiny one out, and you'll see like I just barely covered it, but I left a little bit of the roof line on there. Okay, so I start with a little one, and then I go for a big one. And I think this is easier for me to do, picking it up. Oh, I'm sorry, Margie. Well, yours went better than mine. I never even made it to mine. We got rained out too, so. And they decided not to do a rescheduled date, so. Hi, Cheryl. And I can't do, the other one, you know what I'm going to do? The other one, craft fair that we have coming up is really expensive, and I just can't afford to get into that one, so. Yeah. Okay, so now I'll start back with the red, the large red one. So all I'm doing is alternating colors. And I'm just trying to match them up so that we can have the same amount of space on the roof line. Okay. And then I'll do a small green. Put some more glue on there. Well, maybe I'll put a small green on there. Okay. All right. And then I'll put a large yellow. Okay. So now I'm at, I don't know if I put a yellow one on there. Okay, I'm looking for my little, there it is, piece that has the split part on it. And this is what I mean. This is cut in such a way that it fits right across your chimney. I mean, the peak of your roof line like this. Oh, okay, I see, Margie. Yeah, I agree. They don't. They don't. Okay. So, I love that she thought about this, the peak of the roof with the gumdrops. It has the little point, cut out in the middle of it, so it sits just perfect on top of your roof line. I really like that. So then I'm just going to run another little bead down this way and try to get all these things on here. Let's see, I need a small green. I'll put that on there. People don't ever pay what's what your time and effort is worth in a craft fair. They still want it. It's like almost like they have a flea market mentality. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just that's the truth. And we all know as crafters, it takes a lot of time on projects. Some projects really take a lot of your time and stuff. And while we enjoy doing it, we like to be, recognized for the time that it takes and our efforts and stuff. Oh my goodness, I'm missing the pieces. Oh my goodness. There it is. Whew. I was going to say, I don't want to cut any more of those out. If you're just tuning in, I am making a Christmas card with a stamp set that I got last month and a Stamp of the Month Club from May Made It. I love her Stamp of the Month Club. I've gotten some really cool stamp set. She also has the Scripture of the Month Club, and I can't afford to do both of them. And I've been a member of this one so long, I decided to keep my original membership. But one of these days, I'm going to get back into the Scripture one too, because they're beautiful stamps. You don't know how to price your stuff anymore? Yeah, 3 times your cost is what it usually is. But now, when I was really knitting a lot of blankets and sweaters and things like that, it was really hard to get your cost because, if I knit an alpaca sweater or something like that, I pay $60 just for the yarn. So, hi, Lisa. Okay, so that is all done there. We got the little gumdrops on it. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick the chimney back on it, but I'm going to put the chimney back on the back side of this so that I have it sticking out more. Let's see how I did that one. Yeah. Like this. You're not going to see it behind there anyway. I do have a cold, Lisa, but it's getting better. It's just, how I got my cold, because I haven't had a cold, honestly, in about 7 years. Well, it's maybe not quite that long, but it's been a while since I've had a really bad cold. But I do everything right as far as my health-wise, except I stay up to 4 o'clock in the morning every night and craft to try to catch up with everything, and I don't get enough sleep. And my body just kind of got worn out on me. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing now, I had a little piece of white on my black where I stamped that I missed cutting out. It's just so tiny. So I just took my black pen and inked it in, and nobody can ever tell the difference. What white space? Okay. So now I'm just going to color my little candy canes in, and I'm just going to do that with the red and white. And I skip the first space and leave it white, and just go every other stripe. This really is such a cute little stamp set. Here's my other one. You have some of her stamps. Yes, I know, Margie. That's mostly what a lot of what I sell um, right now are cards and stuff. And so, yes, they. I'm really blessed by that. And I'm gonna bless two people on here tonight. If you would like to have these cards, I'm going to send one to two people, like two cards, two people. When the video gets loaded up, that you can make comments on here. Just say something about mention the candy cane. So you have to be watching this or either watch the replay to know what I'm talking about. So if you would like one of these cards, just mention something about the candy canes. And like they're giving me a fit to cut out right now. And I will pick two people to send them to. Because y'all know this card will be a labor of love. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time though. Okay. That's one. And what's really nice about the stamp set is that she made the candy canes in opposite. I like to share. And for all of you that have been here especially and been watching almost from the beginning and stuff, I know it's getting harder and harder to sit toward the holidays and watch a live video, and when you can just zip through the replay or a regular video. But so I really appreciate all of you. So I like to do something for y'all. So I would like to make one of these for everybody, but I'm afraid that's just not going to be possible. I might make you one flat on the card instead of dimensional, but all right, I'm trying to curl around the edges here. Tell it's been a long day. It's getting toward the end of the day. My hands are starting to act up. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the candy canes on the side of the house. Like I said, I like how they go opposite directions. Oh boy, you can tell I'm having a hard time. These look kind of ragged in here, but we'll fix it. Oh geez, there it is. I'm just kind of sticking this in the bottom, pushing down. Then I'm going to take one of the green little peppermint candies and put it on the inside down here. Whoops. I'm going to try to take one of the green peppermint candies and put it on the inside down here. Like that. It's called Ginger Fred. It's by May May Made It. Oh, Jackie, I tried that. But I have a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old. The 10-year-old cuts really wonderful, But the 4 and 5-year-old, not so much yet. So if I want to be able to use the images, then I have to, not do that. All right, so now I'm just going to take a red peppermint, and I'm going to put it right here in the middle. All right. Now, where's Ginger and Fred? Ginger and Fred. Okay, there we go. All right, Chris, I can do that. All right. So, oh, I forgot to cut Fred's little scarf and Ginger's little bow. Let's see, we'll make him a... See, this just has so many moving pieces to it when you piece it together like this, that it's, like I said, it's not really hard. It's just a little tedious to do. I think I'll do Fred a green sucker. I have to cut that out in a minute. All right. Oh, you got it done on Instagram? I'll have to go check it out, Jackie. Oops. I'm going to leave him there for a minute. He still needs to dry for a second. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take my, before I glue anything down, I'm going to take my little, this is a Stabilo and it's white, and it will draw on anything and over anything. And so I'm just going to go through here and just draw some little lines like this. They don't have to be perfect. It's just little squirby lines. Just to give it some color. Tie in the white. I like my little stitch lines, and I was just going to use stitch lines, but I decided to use some little curvy lines. Just some squiggle lines. Like I said, they don't have to be perfect. But I love this pencil. It shows up on everything. All right. So now I'm just going to glue the house down. And I want to do this first before I put my stickles, and I'll show you where I did that. But I bet y'all can pretty much guess where I did that. And I am gluing him down. I am lifting up my gingerbread people, but I glued this one down. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my little stickles, and I'm going to fill in my little chimney on the top. And a little snow down here on the bottom. And I want to go ahead and do this first so that it has time to dry a little bit. Y'all know sometimes stickles take a while to dry. And these stickles were sent by my good friend, who I think is still watching right now. Did she send me these? Teresa, did you send me these, or did I want to Virginia Story? I can't. One of you guys sent me this. I can't remember. I think it was Virginia though. I'm not sure. So forgive me, Virginia, if you're watching. Or forgive me, Teresa, if you're watching. You said, "No, wait a minute. I did give you that." My memory is gone today. I'm sorry. It went about 50 pounds a quarter ago. And my neighbor, that's who was knocking on my door just a little while ago, he was bringing me, he and his wife made several pans for me too. And then I have to crumble it all up. So it's got to dry, it's got to cool, and I got to crumble it all up and put it in gallon-sized bags. Take it back to church, put it in the freezer until we get ready to make our stuffing. I'm a little worried. Last year we started earlier on the dressing, so the cornbread, I mean. But I think we decided to cut it a little bit closer because we didn't want it to be frozen. I mean, really freeze it, because I think last year it got a little dry. So, of course, nobody complained. We fed almost 4,000 people last year, so this year we're going to do 4,000. I know we would like to do a few more to be able to reach out and service more people. And what's so nice, what's so neat about this is that we don't actually serve anybody at our church. We have so many volunteers that we actually, that was dumb, we actually deliver over 4,000 meals. So we have hundreds and hundreds of volunteers. Oh, I love helping. I love doing, financially I can't do a lot. Hi, Angela. Financially I can't do a whole lot, but I like to help when I can. Oh, I forgot about this little part right here. I like to help when I can, so that's what. Okay, we're gonna put that there. We're gonna take our little dude and put his little scarf on him so he don't get cold. He can get cold here. I'll tell you, it's been cold here. We usually have Indian summer this time of the year. I'm taking this down so I don't. There. See, I'm telling you, this is the labor intensive I was talking about. It's just, everything's been hand pieced, everything. Where's that bow? There it is. It's what in Michigan? Let's see. 28, and you're in Michigan? Yeah, it's supposed to be 28 degrees here tonight too. I don't think it's quite got there. We got up to, we were in 31 today, so. But with the wind blowing so bad, they said it felt like 24. And it did. And it was just rainy, wet, rainy, just awful feeling, It's like you just didn't want to go outside unless you had to, and I had to today. And not only that, I had to drag children out with me, which, y'all, I'm so glad the sun's supposed to come out tomorrow. They've been stuck in my house since last week. Can't go out anywhere. Oh my gosh, it was awful. All right, I'm just going to put just a drop of glue right there. And I'm going to take her little bow and stick it on her head like that. So now we've paper pieced the dress and we've paper pieced the little bow. And we paper pieced a little scarf and little outfit on the little boy. And I wish I could zoom this in. I don't know how. Snow flurries. Oh goodness. I'm not looking forward to this. I'm telling you, it doesn't usually get this cold here that soon, and that's terrible. All right. I get some phone tape. We're getting rolling here. We're rolling. I think that's too much. Yeah, that's a wee bit too big. We are going to foam tape our little gingerbread people. Stickles dry on him now. We're going to pop him up a little bit. We're getting there. Thank y'all for being so patient. Now you see why I did not want to do this in a video. Okay, we're going to pop him up there. Then what we're going to do is we are going to find that sucker that I just colored and went to cut out. I just had that piece of paper. What happened to it? There it is. We're going to cut the little lollipop out, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the... I'm just going to cut really carefully around the round circle part, because you're not going to see much of the stick. Does anybody have problems cutting the circle even when they're following the line to make it come out right? To make it come out round, besides me? I have the worst time cutting circles, and I don't care if I'm following a line. I'm pretty sure I flunked that in kindergarten. It hadn't got much better as an adult. So, I'm going to put some glue down here. If you notice, I left a little piece of paper on it. That was to be able to stick. I should have done this before I put him down, but I didn't think about it. I'm just going to be honest and tell you I forgot. Because I did. All right, I'm going to glue the little sucker in his hand. And I'm going to try to get really crafty. Cut a little piece of foam. And see if I can stick it on the underside of that lollipop stick without totally messing this up. And I just need to cut it a little bit smaller. And I'm going to go ahead and take the back off of it. Come on. Oh, you did not do what I wanted you to do. Okay, so y'all watching this, so if you decide, if you have the stamp set and you decide to do this, you know what not to do. Don't wait till the last minute. I mean, don't forget to do your own little pieces first. Okay. So now, I'm going to do Ginger's right. I'm going to glue her down to the thing first. Alright. There we go. And then I'm going to flip her over and put some foam tape on her. I forget you guys are from up north. All you northern people. South, it's not supposed to be this cold yet. There we go. Okay. I promise we're getting there, guys. And I'm going to put her down there. We're almost done. And then I'm just going to take some of these little whatchamacallits, star candies that I have left over. And I'm just going to make little smoke for the chimney. All right. There we go. Now, is that everything I did? Yep. And then we're just going to have a little stamp here. Just going to use my Memento ink. And I'm just using this one that says, "The best holiday memories are homemade." And it's a little shy of this stamp, but honestly, I was able to stamp out the whole thing with it like that, so we can make it work. And I'm just going to put it about right here. Try to even it up here. Okay, stamp, stamp, stamp. All right. And then I'm taking a little peppermint, putting a dot of glue, putting that right there. And I'm going to take another one and put it right there. Okay. And then I'm just going to bring back our card base. Put these pins away. And put some art glitter glue on it. Now, normally before I glue this down, thank you, Lisa. Normally before I glue this down, I would wait till all that stickles are dry, all the stickles are dry, but in the interest of time, I just went ahead and did it, and I will go back over the stickles and put them back and do them better. Fix them up. Okay, on the inside of the card, I'm just going to put crap. Y'all, look what I did. I made this upside down. So guess what's going to happen? This is going to be cut off and mounted on a different card because I am not doing it over. I'm sorry. I love you all. But yeah, anyway. Oh, Gareth. Every time. I laughed at him because he did this one day. And I have done it before too. But you know what? I'm going to waste it. I'm going to cut it off and put it on another piece of paper. It'll be all right. You'll get a super layer card, whoever gets it. Okay. Anyway, what I'll do is just put a piece of craft cardstock in the middle. And I won't put a sentiment in it. I'll leave the sentiment blank. So whoever wins them can put their own sentiment in it if they want to reuse it or whatever. But I'm going to give 2 of them away. I may even go back and remake this one. Although I said I wouldn't, but I might. So, and then all I did was take my Wink of Stella and just on the outside, because I wanted the background to be a little shimmery, I just went with Wink of Stella on the outside border only. I didn't put it on the other layers. And honestly, I might can even take this off. Yeah. I'll fix it. Yeah, it's been one of those kind of weeks. That's all right. I will fix it. You won't even know it was done. Well, you'll know because you saw me do it. And then I'm just going to take my little Wink of Stella pen and highlight those little white squiggly lines I made. I'm kind of making a shadow with it. I'm not doing it directly on it, per se. I'm just making a little shadow. Because y'all know I'm all about my bling. That song, All About That Bass, should have been all about that bling. I think it speaks to many of us crafters. Okay, and then I'm just going to do a little door and do the inside of the window with a little light coming through. All right. Well, I think it's pretty anyway, even though if I got to fix the outside of it. So that's that one that I made with you tonight. And this is the original one that I did before. So I will pick 2 winners and send these cards to you guys. I will mat them with craft color card paper inside, and I'll leave it blank so that you can use it with somebody else. Or if you want to regift them or whatever. So, yeah. I really didn't take that long tonight, about an hour and a half. Pretty good for me. Even though I thought it was long. I think it was just tedious, that's all. So, I have some Dollar Tree DIYs coming up for next week. Another one that's really, really, really cute. And why is it like this? Oh, I got it on backwards. That's why. There we go. So this is a really cute. It's called Ginger Fred, and Mimi's mother named it. And so, if you don't have this one, you should really get it. It's really cute stamp, very versatile. I think it'd make adorable tags. Oh, I got it in backwards. It would make adorable tags for like if you made homemade cookies or something, or homemade candies or anything like that. I think it'd make cute little labels or tags or something to put around your little things. Here's the whole stamp set right here. And the sentiments say, the best holiday memories are homemade. A touch of sugar, a pinch of spice, and a bit of love make the holiday nice. And then it says a little loving from the oven. So they're really, really cute. So, oops, I lost up a little thingy-majigger on it. Put that up. I'm trying to put all my supplies up when I get through with them now. I know. I would love to have a die set to go with this. That's what I said. Somebody needs to tell Maybe that she needs to, besides me, that we need a die set to go with this because yeah, it's like really hard to cut out. Well, it's not that it's hard, but it's hard for me. It's very, very tedious for me to cut out because I was trying to get a little bit closer so y'all can see a little bit more detail because of my hands and stuff. But yeah, I would love to have a die set with this. So what else are we all working on? Anybody working on anything? I'm still adding some finishing touches up on a challenge for Carmen, who is Elemental Designs. I was through really, but then I found something when I was at Walmart, and I said, "Oh, I got to do that and add that to my entry before I mail it." And I have a video coming out that somebody asked me for, Chris Wilson, and a couple of new subscribers. I've had about 5 or 7 people ask me to do a video on my essential oils. Yep. A lot of swaps and stuff going on right now. So I'm going to pick 2 winners, and the first person I pick gets their first choice, whether they want the red background or the green background, and then the other person will get whichever one the first person didn't pick. I'm not committing myself too much anymore. I love everybody, and I love people that support me, and I want to support everybody else too, but there has to come a point in time when I say I have got to quit overcommitting myself. And I have to quit overcommitting myself, because then I don't get something done right, and I feel like I'm rushing around trying to get it done, and it's not something that, I mean, it may look okay, but it's just when I do something, I like to put out my best work. I don't like put okay. I mean, I know it's handmade, it's from the heart, but I still like putting out my best. So I'm trying to do better about not overcommitting myself. Oh, and I have to tell you, I got this idea too. I've been taking gallon size storage bags or freezer bags or whatever, and when I'm doing cards and things, and either cards or little projects that I'm working on, instead of trying to fill up a big basket or whatever, I've been taking these gallon size bags and putting all the pieces and everything in there, like the card base, like I did with this one. I had that in there and all the little pieces with it, and putting them in a bin, and then I have all of my little pieces to my projects together, and it's really been helping me keep organized and stuff too. Boy, that went by pretty fast. Hello. I'm missing something here. I'm going to put this up so I can see now. Yeah, it is. But I like doing something, once in a while that's different. And this is different. It just seems like I had this vision in my head. Like, I saw this card in my head and I wanted to make it. And I said to myself, you're going to have a ton of fussy cutting to do. And I said, yeah, I can do it. It'd be all right. And I did. So it wasn't hard, like I said. And Chris, I will stamp you some images, sweetie, and send them to you. So, all right, my friends. I think I'm going to get off of here now because my phone just said it's down to 15%. And I need to get charged. And plus, I need to finish cornbread. I got cornbread I got to crumble up and put in bags, and tons of dishes to wash from making 50 pounds of cornbread. And not only that, I got to crumble my neighbors too, since they were so kind enough to bake it for me. So, but thank you guys for coming by and supporting me. I'm trying my very level best from now on to to try to comment on every video that I watch. I do watch your videos, but sometimes it's late at night. It's the only time I have when I go to bed and I'm trying to watch. And instead of, trying to comment on everybody else's, I can just flip through and really, watch all of them instead of taking time to comment. But I really am going to try to leave comments on your videos so that you know that I am watching your videos. So thank you for joining me. I love you all very, very much. And I will see you all tomorrow. And have a wonderful evening. Good night. And be blessed. Oh, don't forget to leave a comment on when this comes up live, when you can make comments. Don't forget to leave a comment and mention the candy cane. And so you can have a chance to win one of the cards. All right. Bye.